Hello there. Can you believe it? It is hard to believe that it has been 40 years since Return of the Jedi first hit theaters. Whew. I'm getting old. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 146, the Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary Black Series figures. "40 years. Can you believe it? 40 years. I was 23 years old when Return of the Jedi first hit theaters. I couldn't wait to find out if Darth Vader had lied to Luke Skywalker at the end of The Empire Strikes Back. I had to wait 3 long years to find out. Was it worth the wait? Of course. It's Star Wars. It was worth the wait. The original Star Wars trilogy will always be my favorite. When I started to see the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi Black Series figures hit the store shelves, I knew I would be adding those to my collection. After a bit of searching, both in the stores and online, I believe I have all 12 figures of the first 2 waves. And I say that because I think there's a 3rd wave coming out. I know Hasbro on their website has been already taking orders for more 40th anniversary series figures. Should we unbag and unbox and see what I all have? Before I do, I just want to invite you to like this video, leave a comment at the end of the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but after a little over 3 years here, I have finally hit 900 subscribers to this channel. How quick can we get to 1,000? Tell your friends about it and let them join the fun. Now, let me get these out of the way and we'll get started. All right, it is time to begin. The first one, and I believe these are all wave 1s. I'm going to start with wave 1 and we'll work our way into wave 2. And that would be the Biker Scout from Return of the Jedi. And as you can see by looking at him, it is a very good likeness of a Biker Scout. I do like that he has the dirty brown boots from walking in the Forest of Endor. And I'm really surprised in that the pistol there, this is a very tiny little pistol for a Biker Scout. You'd think they'd give him something a little bigger. It almost looks like something for the 3 3/4 inch figures, not a 6-inch figure. Hasbro, did you make a mistake on this one? But overall, a nice figure, and I like the card. Of course, you know me, if you've been watching these videos at all, I keep my stuff boxed. I don't unbox most of it or unwrap most of it or anything. I like the packaging, and I think this has got a really good package. A nice picture of a Biker Scout on it. On the back of these, it does show you the figures that are in this particular wave. And yes, I do have all 6 of them shown on the back of this. So there is our first one, the Biker Scout. Next, we have Lando Calrissian in Skiff Guard gear. It is a very good likeness of Lando Calrissian. I like that the helmet is separate and can be applied to him. And also we have the vibro staff, if you want to call it that. It looks like a very good figure. And of course, being a Black Series figure, there's a lot of articulation with these. We've got the knees, the hips, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the head. Very nice figures. So, Lando Calrissian, part 2. Next, we have Han Solo. And this is Han Solo Endor. And as you can see, he is wearing his camouflage cloak. And not a bad likeness, pretty decent. Here we've got a pistol that is more in line with the Black Series figures. So, but still, it still looks just a bit small from what it should be. Do you think they look small or not? Leave a comment. Let me know. But otherwise, a very nice figure. And the cloak is cloth. So a nice touch there, putting the cloth cloak with it. course, if we got Lando in hand, well, we better have Leia in her Endor gear once again, nicely camouflaged to fit in with the scenery around her. A fairly good likeness of Leia. It's not dead on. I've seen better likenesses, but not bad. She's got a removable helmet and a pistol again. Pretty much just the way it is. Unfortunately, with this one, it's the only one I've seen in the stores, and it happened to have a bent card. And to tell the truth, I haven't seen any others of these in the stores. So I suppose I could have gone online to get them, like I did for Wave 2. But I thought, well, I do like to support the local stores first, if I can. So I bought the one with the bent card. The last one in Series 1 is our favorite little Ewok, and that would be Wicket. And a Wicket comes with a lot of accessories here. See, he's got 2 different types of clubs, a spear, and his bow. A lot more accessories, but of course the figure is a bit smaller than what we've seen with the other ones, so they can afford to put a few more accessories with it. Unfortunately, with this one, the bottom is busted. And there again, I bought it because it's the first one I saw in the store. Even the side here is a little busted. And it almost makes me think I might have to order another one of these just because I don't like the busted bubbles. I don't like them being cracked. So, like I said, on the back here, there are 6 figures listed. I only have 5 here. And that is because the 6th one is in this bag. And that 6th one in Series 1 happens to be Boba Fett. Now, Boba Fett costs a little bit more, and I think because they call this a deluxe figure, he basically comes with more accessories than the other guys do. We've got flames to attach to his flame launchers on his wrist. We've got a backpack here, and we've also got his rifles. And it looks like we also have a tether here, so that you can have him hang from different things. Overall, you look at it, it's a very nice figure. Very nicely painted. Very nicely done. I'm not sure. I don't think the helmet comes off on this one. From the looks of it, it is pretty much stuck into place here. But a nice 6th figure for Wave 1 of the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Let me move these off to the side. Oh, by the way, just got to show you this. Because it's Boba Fett, and I did happen to come across a second Boba Fett. So yes, I do have 2 Boba Fetts. You can't go wrong with Boba Fett, can you? I don't think so. Let me get these off to the side. We'll see what else I have. Okay, the next one I have is in Wave 2, at least I'm calling it Wave 2, and that would be the Gamorreon Guard. Now, remember in the past, I've always said Chewbacca weighs a lot. That's just the figure. Chewbacca's big, a lot of plastic, weighs a lot. Well, I think the Gamorreon Guard has Chewbacca beat. This is a hefty figure. It is thick. And this is designed as the ones we see in Return of the Jedi. If you remember in the Book of Boba Fett, those 2 guys seem to be a little better shape than the guys who worked for Jabba. But here again, a deluxe figure, costs a little bit more. And we've got 2 accessories, or actually 3 accessories to go with him. He does have the pole, he's got the axe, and he's got the bigger axe. It looks like his clothing there that he's wearing on the bottom is cloth, surprisingly. I don't think his head is going to move a whole lot just because his head is so big. But it looks like the rest of the articulation is there. So I think that's really good. So there we have it. The Gamorreon Guard. The first one of our Wave 2. Now, I think we'll save the little box for later. Let's open up this box because I think there's a lot of Wave 2 in here. All right. There are 6 figures on the back of the Gamorreon Guard. I believe the other 5 are in here. And oh my goodness, they kind of packaged these rather interestingly. But I think this packaging might work pretty good to keep the figures in good shape. So, let's move these over here. And let's unwrap this one. All right, the first one is Bib Fortuna. And as you can see, we got a little bit of a bend to the card, but not too bad. At least it's not kinked. But we have Bib Fortuna. And as we look at Bib Fortuna, we see his cape happens to be plastic. So that's going to kind of limit the leg movement a little bit. I like his hands with the long fingernails on them and so forth. Looks like he's got 3 different cups. So are they trying to imply that Bib Fortuna drinks a lot? Not sure. I like the tails. The head tails there coming down, or what do they call them? The liku? Something like that. The next one we have is another Ewok. So we have 2 Ewoks, and this one happens to be Paploo. And along with Paploo, we have basically just a staff. The head covering is made out of plastic. He does have a knife on his waistband there. But other than that, nothing too special. And surprisingly, this has got a little weight to it. These Ewoks weigh a little bit. So there is Paploo. Let's get this one uncovered and see what we have here. Okay, the next one we have here is the Emperor himself. And that's all they're listing him as, just the Emperor. And as you can see, he comes with 1 staff. That's his only accessory. He does have a cloth cape, which is nice. And the likeness on his face is actually pretty good. I like that one. It does really look good. So there we have him, the Emperor. So that's 4 out of the 6. If we got the Emperor, well, I suppose we better have a few Stormtroopers around. And I know some of you guys just go all out and buy a lot of Stormtroopers. Usually for me, 1 is enough, but once in a while, I buy a second one. And if we look at the Stormtrooper here, we can see this one's a pristine Stormtrooper. Very nice and white. And this time we have a pistol that actually looks like it's sized for a 6-inch action figure. But I love the classic picture on the front. That is one of the most famous pictures of Stormtroopers from the original trilogy. The last one is one of my favorite characters. In fact, he is my most favorite non-human character, and that is Chewbacca. And as you can see with Chewbacca, it is a big figure. He comes with a couple accessories there, including the chain around his neck, a rifle, his bowcaster. Well, actually, it's just his bowcaster. The little piece on the bottom there would snap into place on the rifle itself. Overall, it's a very good likeness of Chewbacca. I do like this figure. Of course, I'm partial to Chewbacca, so I like most figures that come from Chewbacca. Once again, a heavy one. Now, if we compare this to the Gamorreon Guard weighs more, by far. But Chewbacca does weigh more than the Stormtrooper. So there are the 6 figures from Wave 2. But, you know what? There's one more figure in here. And I've got all the figures from Wave 1 and Wave 2, at least according to the back of the cards. So what could possibly be in this one? I already know. But you don't. But you'll find out here in just a moment. So what is this other figure I have? Well, I don't know if it's so much part of a wave as it is a special figure. Because if you look at it, we've got the shiny packaging on it, where these are just kind of ho-hum blah. Here, it shines. It reflects light. And it is Admiral Ackbar. And I hate to say it, but when you look at this figure, the figure looks pretty decent, but it looks like this Ackbar has put on weight. He doesn't look quite as, shall we say, thin as the one from the movie. And I think that vest he's wearing is what's kind of throwing it off. He does come with 2 accessories, kind of a staff there and a pistol. A very nice addition to the 40th anniversary collection. And yeah, these cards are probably about twice as thick as what these are. I think this is laminated, where this is just a single layer of cardboard. Yeah, it probably cost me a little bit more. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it cost me a little bit more, I'm sure, to get that one. Well, there we have it. 13 figures so far, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Are more figures coming? Of course there are. Do you think Hasbro would go buy and not put out some more? If you go to their website, you'll see a few things already on pre-order. For example, they have the 3 Force Ghosts seen at the end of the movie together as one set. There's also a Jabba the Hutt, a big Jabba the Hutt. You can imagine how big Jabba the Hutt's going to be if it's to fit with the 6-inch Black Series. I bet you it's probably going to be about this long. Basically, you just get Jabba and Silicious Crumb for about $90. So Jabba's got to be pretty big. You do get a little guardrail around them too as an accessory, but yeah, with the Force Ghosts, you do get the rail that they're standing alongside. So 2 nice sets to add to the 4th. Well, am I going to get them? I'm thinking about it. The prices, well, actually with the 3 Ghosts, it's like $75 or $79, something like that. So really, they're in line with buying figures separately. Jabba, I got to think about that one. I don't know if I want to pay $90 for Jabba. And who knows? There might be a Wave 3 yet. I don't know for sure. I thought maybe Ackbar would be the first one to Wave 3, but nope, he's kind of in his own wave. Well, what do you think? Which ones are your favorites? Did you like Wave 1 better than Wave 2? What do you think of this Ackbar? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think of these. Have you been collecting these? Have you got all 13 of these so far? Let me know. Let's start a discussion. Also, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Let's see how fast we can go from 900 to 1,000 now. And of course, hit that subscription bell and really let YouTube know that you like this type of content. So, until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting!